Hello, everyone. This is Ms. Polanco, the principal of Margetts Elementary School. Today, I'd like to take some time to just review with you the school comprehensive educational plan with a focus on the academic commitment. But before we get started, I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on our makeup of our school student body. Currently, we have approximately 647 students. Out of that 647, 467 of them approximately, which is about 72% of my population, are ELL students, English language learners. Out of that 72%, approximately over 35% of them are entering and emerging students, which therefore means that they are, when it comes to language acquisition, at the very beginning of learning the English language. So what does that mean for our academic commitment here at Margetts? So one of the goals that we had for this year is that we want to continue to improve student instructional outcomes overall, with a strong focus on small group instruction, where we can truly address the unique needs of our students. Overall, with our SMART goal, what we're looking to see is an increase of 3 to more percentage points on any of the assessments that we use throughout the course of the school year. We expect to see an increase of 3 percentage points or more. At Margetts Elementary School, we really believe in a strong relationship amongst our staff members, as well as making sure that everyone is seen and valued. We feel that this really fosters a commitment and a culture in our school where our students and our staff feel valued. And I feel that when you have a healthy, happy staff and you can connect well with your students, it's a win-win situation for all. And I feel that that encompassed with looking at our data and looking at these specific 4 areas, we are able to really meet the needs of our students. So when we're looking at data meetings and looking at our data overall, whether it's meetings in whole groups or individuals, we're looking at how we are utilizing teacher collaboration in the classroom. Professional learning communities are opportunities that teachers can meet and really discuss the data and the instructional practices in their schools, in our school and in their classes, as well as looking at the restructuring and flexible grouping and overall instructional rounds where we can go into other teachers' classrooms and just look at what exactly are our practices. When we're looking at data meetings, we're reviewing what we are seeing in terms of the needs of our students. As I mentioned in the beginning of this presentation, we have a very large English language learner population, and a big majority of them are at the entering level when it comes to language acquisition. That being said, we're looking at here, this particular graph is looking at our cycle 2 data, which we have just completed cycle 3. So our hope is that we are making those increases. If you look at the total increase overall, which is the last column on the right-hand side, all of the grades have made improvements with the exception of grade number 2. Now, the reason grade number 2 has that slight red color with a -9 is because for second grade, there was an increase in enrollment of an additional 34 students for the grade. The same thing occurred with our third grade, where there was an increase of 13 students. So our initial enrollment has grown, and as the new students are coming in, there seems to be a higher need for language support. In addition to that, we have also taken a closer look at the groupings in the classrooms. Because we have such a high need, and we want to make sure that we are supporting the individual needs of our students, we had to take a closer look at how the classrooms are made up. So in order for me to be able to utilize all the resources and the personnel that I have available at our school, I had to streamline and narrow the ranges of services needed in each one of the classrooms. So it was very important to restructure, especially our third grade classes, because they are the ones that do take the state exams this school year. But the entire school, good majority, should I say, that 72% will be taking what's called the NICESLAT exam, which is an exam that's taken towards the end of the year to see how they are progressing when it comes to language acquisition. So taking a look at restructuring is another important component and part of an action plan to support our academic commitments. Continuing with this collaboration, when we're doing instructional rounds, this year we had the opportunity to work with a consultant company, Generation Ready, who really supported us as we did our instructional rounds, which are walkthroughs where I have a group of our teachers and the consultant from Generation Ready walk with us through our schools as we start to look at what are some of the best practices that we're seeing, what are the teachers working on, and what are areas that we can look at to support our teachers with professional development, as well as topics that we can discuss during our professional learning communities, which are PLCs, topics that we can discuss during those times that we can really support the instruction for our students. This year, we also have included our E&L teachers to push in to support classroom teachers with their instruction. E&L teachers have to support our students according to the levels that they score on with the NYSA/SLAT state exams. So this year, instead of pulling out students, we're doing a combination of the two. Having the E&L teachers push into classrooms has given an overall support to the classroom teacher with understanding additional strategies that they can use in the classroom, supports with scaffolding, not only for E&Ls, but just for the class at large, so that there is also more intentionality when it comes to planning. And there's opportunities for collaborative planning of instruction between the two, E&L and the classroom teacher. We really felt that this not only supports our Ls, but also our general education students. At Margetts, we also have in our SCEP a social and emotional component when it comes to making sure that we're meeting the needs of our students. So the second commitment for our SCEP, as I said, the social and emotional commitment, we're looking to enhance that cohesiveness and the relationships between the staff and students to really support a positive school climate. We want to promote respectful exchanges. We want to promote, strengthening relationships. We want everyone to feel that there is a true sense of belonging for all and that everyone feels seen, heard, and respected. Through this particular commitment, we're looking to also implement this year restorative practices. We're looking to support our continued focus on social and emotional learning with our awesome assemblies, as well as the continuation of student leadership with our Cub Council hosted here at Margetts. So one of the ways that we're also supporting this social and emotional learning commitment, which is our commitment number 2, we're looking at how the school environment focuses on the social and emotional supports. So every month we do have a awesome assembly where we are looking specifically at specific behaviors or habits of character, for example, empathy, collaboration, perseverance. Every single month we have a specific theme. Each class does receive specific literature that's provided to them to support these specific habits of character that we're looking to work on. During these assemblies, we also do acknowledge our students of the month, our star students, and these are students that also exhibit wonderful responsibility. They are respectful, they are safe, and every month we select a child for each one of our classes and celebrate them in front of our whole student body, as well as give them specific prizes and certificates. In addition to that, classes are also acknowledged for receiving what I call awesome points, and classes that receive and can fill a complete chart during the course of that month are also recognized with a certificate as well during this assembly. This year, we have continued with our year number 2 of our Margetts Cub Council. This is where we are promoting school leadership. A couple of the things that each one of the elected officials from each one of the classrooms They meet and they are looking specifically at how we are digitally responsible, taking care of our Chromebooks and giving and sharing tips to the entire school, how to best take care of their devices, as well as just being safe on the bus. We've had presentation from district personnel come in, personnel from safety, personnel from our tech department to come in and share specific information according to what are the needs that the Cub Council feels that they would like to share with the entire student body. This is truly a way for us to support student leadership within our building and to promote student voice. Another layer when we speak, I had shared the restorative practice. So we are what's called in tier 1, where we're having a very small, slow rollout to this practice. What we're looking for is making sure that there are emotional daily check-ins. As I said, it's important that everyone feels seen and heard, and that everyone feels that they can have someone that they can talk to if they do need that. We are working on building community circles where we have those check-ins and we can just have those mindful moments where we can breathe and we can weigh in on how we are feeling for the day. We're looking to provide students with that support of feeling respected, safe, loved, and overall, we feel that this will encourage a positive learning space for all. A couple of highlights, especially with the third commitment, which is operational. Attendance is a big issue for us. We really need to make sure that you send your child into school every single day. Whenever they are out of school, they do miss a lot of instructional time. And just to give you an example, if a child is out of school for, let's say, 9 days, that child has already lost 2 weeks of instruction, which equals to 49 and a half hours of instruction. So please make sure that you do everything that you possibly can to send your child to school. I know that our children do get sick, and we know that, that is inevitable. If your child is going to be out, try as best as possible to take them to the doctor, get them medical attention as quickly as possible so that they can return to school. On that note, when it comes to attendance, we are trying to celebrate and highlight children that are here every single day. We do incorporate this into our awesome assemblies monthly, where we are acknowledging those students that do have perfect attendance. This resets every single month, so you have an opportunity to make sure that you're here every single day. So we want to just send a message out that your children have to be here in order for them to be serviced and get the support that they need, so that we can make those goals that we have in our SCEP for this year. We also are blessed with having beautiful community partnerships. We have an amazing support when it comes to our foster grandparents, Tales for Tots, the National Council of Jewish Women. These are community partnerships that have come out to support us. We also have Eagle Scouts that have come out and been able to do their projects here. And we do appreciate being the recipients of their projects here, which one of them is our outdoor classroom. And we are so pleased and happy to have been blessed with people that volunteer and want to share their time and their talents with our school. That being said, we also have an amazing PTA. Our PTA has been an amazing support. They support my vision of making sure that we have all these enriching events where children get to leave our school with a book to enhance their to enhance their own personal libraries at home. We want to make sure that we're encouraging that love of reading. Our PTA, and as I said, is amazing with fundraising and making sure that they provide our teachers with any of the needs that they have, events that they would like to incorporate to support just our instructional curriculum overall. Very proud of our PTA at Margetts. Also, we have been able this year to support our school literacy lounge. We were able to reopen and refresh our lounge, which is an opportunity where teachers can go in and get materials specifically for the small groups that they're trying to work with in their classrooms. They can go into this particular space, as you can see here in these pictures, and pick out literature according to the level of the children in the class or in their particular groups. This has really supported with instruction. This area is also gives them titles and resources for social and emotional learning. It also gives them resources for topics with science and social studies. So it is something that we are still going to continue to add to support with resources for literature. As we continue to support our small group instruction, we also have additional challenges that we do during the course of the year. Of course, we participate in First in Math. I know that many of our children do try very hard to get on their this platform because we are ranked against the nation. And I have to say that currently our third grade class, which is Ms. Roberts' class, is #1 for the third grade division when it comes to national. So we are very excited about that, but we do have this competition where classes are acknowledged monthly for their participation. So we really want to practice on that automaticity when it comes to math facts and making sure that children are practicing as often as possible. With the Getting a Win with math and with ELA, we also have created a platform where on a 2-week cycle, we are looking at heavily weighted standards, and we call our power standards. We make sure that during AIS, we are really focused on those specific standards so that we are supporting our children as much as we can to get prepared for the state exams. We do the same thing with our ELA as well, as I just mentioned in the previous slide, as we do for math. This is an opportunity during AIS slot where I actually have restructured the classes where the groups are smaller. ENL pulls out children, our reading teachers pull out. I even have my librarian, teaching assistants that all take groups to make sure that the groups are really individualized according to students' need. And during this AIS block, which is a 40-minute block, it's really targeted according to what we want to see, which is getting a Word document and really focused on the standards that students need in this particular group at this particular time. Well, that pretty much concludes my share with you with our school comprehensive plan. This is a picture of our outdoor classroom. As I said, the community groups that helped us with this process has made this space our outdoor classroom, and we're very proud of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Ms. Polanco, the principal of Margetts Elementary School. I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you.